Hey y'all, AKC here, and today we're doing another review on Lil Ugly Mane's Mr. Thug Isolation. Now, if you don't know Lil Ugly Mane is, I'll be happy to tell you, he is a southern rapper from, I'm pretty sure, Florida, who's often known for being a very experimental artist and influencing a bunch of, actually SoundCloud rap. You know, remember that, right? Like, the Smoke Perp and Lil Pump and Lil Xan and all of them. Now, that sounds like a bad thing. And if you don't like, it could sound like a bad thing if you listen to this album, but it's actually like a really good album. And he's also worked with Denzel Curry, and plus he's been in Radio Clan before, so he's worked with like a bunch of other rappers. In fact, before he was a rapper, he was actually used to be a harsh noise artist, which is insane. How he came from there to a rapper making fire albums. But anyways, let's get right into it with the first song, Serious Shit. And man, this song does not exemplify what this album is going to sound like. It's like this really, really good rapping verse about, a Lil Ugly Mane being really cool. And he's like, the rapping is good, his flows are good, his rhyme schemes are good. And the instrumental is incredible. It's like this very cool, like smooth, cool jazz sample. And it just sounds very super good. It's very catchy too. And then we go to Maniac, Drug Dealer, and I actually want to say it right here, right now. The themes on here are very kind of limiting. It kind of just talks about, it's kind of Lil Ugly Mane, kind of just talking about how great he is. There are some parts where you can notice it's like, there's like a bit of like, there's a bit of, like something wrong. There's a reason why he's doing all this very like crazy stuff, you know what I mean? For example, like on Bitch I'm Luxurious, on Bitch I'm Lugubrious. I keep saying things it says luxurious, but it says Lugubrious. And Lugubrious means like in like mourning or something. It's basically kind of just being sad. I'm not gonna like downplay any like depression or anything, but it's basically just being sad, because I kind of have a hard time understanding it too, and I want you guys to understand what it means too. So the word means like him being sad, but in the song he kind of like is very like much not being sad. He's kind of just like saying like I'm a roasting Lugubrious and everything. It's like very weird song, instrumental, incredible, has like these very nice backing pianos with like this very cool sax that goes out through the middle. There's also this part where there's like this little flute thing throughout the song where it goes like doo, 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 and it sounds really nice. Then we go to Maniac, Drug Dealer, where we have like this very cool snappy beat. Like right after Serious Shit, he goes right into another snappy, quick song. This one's only 2 minutes, and it starts off with this very cool vocal sample saying Maniac, and it just talks about him being a maniac drug dealer. And I love the way how like the beat kind of goes up and up and up and up and up and up. It doesn't go up down. It goes up, kind of like a horror type movie thing, which is a pretty big theme on here. Like for example, on Wishmaster, you have like these very beautiful, hauntingly kind of beautiful, kind of chipmunked vocals from vocal sample. He's doing like I wish you like I wish you I bet you wish or something, and he says like I bet you wish you could be me. And it's just like a banger of a song, absolute banger of a song. Like I said, the vocals are haunting, and throughout his verses, you have like this again horror sounding violin, almost kind of like sounding cinematic, with these like the screaming in the background. It's like it's such a hype track. It's such a banger. Then we go to like another song, Slick Rick. This one is kind of like a twisted version of Southern G-Funk in a way. The way how it's so slow, menacing, kind of deadly. The way how like the weird it sounds like you're not gonna have a good time if you're gonna encounter this song in the wild, or this person in the wild. And it's kind of just him, sleeping with girls. That's literally the whole song. Cup Full of Beetlejuice is literally what the song is about. It's about him having a cup full of Beetlejuice and him being the illest murderer around. Again, the beat on here is very weird. This one is like on a whole nother level. Like, how I said like Maniac, Drug Dealer has like, and Wishmaster has like these backing horror opposites. Cup Full of Beetlejuice goes full on the horror side and goes like these very weird, like Halloween sounding synths. It sounds very weird and strange, but he flows on it like it's nothing. Same thing on Bitch I'm Lugubrious. There's this other side of the song where he just flows very quickly, and he like just is so smooth on the song. And we're gonna breeze him out, and we can kind of get like a really cool nightish type of jazz sample. And I really like the message of this one. Like I like the message of the chorus, basically saying, "Hey, there's gonna be haters out there. Breeze them out. Don't care about them. Just do your own thing. Get your money and everything." I really like this song actually. It's really nice and chill compared to literally every single song before. Then we go to Mona Lisa Overdrive. And again, this is like one of those weird like sexual type of songs that like rappers try to put on their albums, but it actually comes out good. You have to give them like these very hauntingly kind of like sensual type vocals, but with these like backing drums and everything sounds very nice. I really like it. Then we go to Twistin featuring Denzel Curry, and man, first of all, I didn't know what Denzel Curry was gonna sound like on here, but I should have known he was gonna sound younger. Because like some of the mixing on here is kind of bad, and it's one of the songs, but like honestly, the mixing doesn't ruin his verse. And overall, I just really love the freaking sample, like the weird like the sax and everything, and the twisting on them D's on the corner. It just sounds very nice and smooth, and you can really feel a music video from it. I really like it. Then we go to No Slack in My Mack, where we get this is an epic song with like these very like deadly sounding acoustic guitar sounding strings, but it sounds like they're like really dumped in some type of reverb thing. And then we have like also like these really cool backing synths. It gives it this more epic feel. Like you're like, oh man, something is happening. Like dun 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 dun. And it kind of just talks about how there's no slack in his Mac. Then we go to Link Got Me Fucked Up, and at first I didn't know what the heck to think about this song on my first few listens, but now I know what to think about it. I do like the song, and the reason why is because I do think it's a little bit drawn out. I love the sample, and I love what he does with some of the beats on here. Like on the song, he literally samples like a window washer on a car, which is insane, and it sounds kind of good too. And then we have like this really creepy kind of like little girl singing, and like it sounds very just haunting, and I really like it. Then we go to Throw Them Gunz, and this is a very good closer in the fact that it's so much chiller than the rest of the album. We have like this very kind of G-funk kind of inspired type of beat. It sounds very cool, very chill compared to the rest of the album. And we have like this very cool like backing weird guitar strums throughout the song too. Pretty good closer, and I feel like it kind of just wraps up honestly I would say the sound of the album. Some tracks I don't like. I don't like Radiation. I said mixing is a pretty big problem here. And the feature on here, SupaSortaHuman, his feature I can't really hear what he's saying. But I do love the first part of the intro of the song and the second part because there's a beat switch. And it sounds really good. I really like it. But I just wish I could hear SupaSortaHuman a little bit more. Let me go Horse Ass Bitch. And I pretty much like almost everything else in the song, except I feel like the sample that he uses will get really annoying really quickly for me. But other than that, really good song. And looking for the Suckin, I just think this one feels longer than it should be. But other than that, yeah. Banger album, bangers from left to right, up and down, all around, bumping off the walls. It's just like a full banger album. Also, look at this album cover; it's literally insane. I need to comment on it because like it's literally crazy. Like what is even happening? But yeah, I would say strong 8.5. I very much enjoyed this album. See ya next time for the next review. Please check it out.